What's up, guys? This is Josh from We Are Machine. Before we get to this week's Spotlight track, I first wanted to draw your attention to two recent premieres I've had the pleasure of hosting at We Are Machine. First up is a track off of the debut album from NonniMal, which just dropped on September 20th on the Icelandic dub techno label Thule Records. The track is called Klapparstigur, and it features easily some of the hardest hitting beats of anything I've ever had the pleasure of premiering at We Are Machine. The second is a new remix from Rish, who's become one of the go-to artists for Melbourne-based Eugenius music. Mike's rich, enveloping remix of George Alhabel's Emulsions track is highly recommended for fans of Guy J's driving melodic progressive sound. So be sure to check out both of the visualizers for these incredible premieres at the YouTube links in the description. Now, let's get down to business. The Brooklyn-based trueColors label has revisited the 2019 album from the Umami duo titled In Exchange of Everything. This fresh batch of remixes features reworks of album tracks including Ghost Note and Stay With Me There Forever, and Terra Mount, which features vocals from the German singer-songwriter and electronic music producer Monolink. The package contains remixes from Davi, David Mayer, and Under Her, but it's Nick Warren and Nicolas Rada's remix of Terra Mount that is We Are Machine's latest Spotlight track selection. On the original version, Monolink's vocals are close and breathy and intimate, but on the remix, Nick and Nicholas give the vocal a more echoed, distant feel, which helps to create this sort of haunting atmosphere as the vocal is teased throughout before being given its moment in the euphoric break. This vocal treatment creates the space to layer in some evocative chords, some echoed effects on those cracking drum fills, some deeper reverb on those angelic backing vocals, as well as this bleepy synth texture that would feel right at home on a Way Out West record. The remix isn't a radical reinvention, but in looking at Nick and Nicholas's remix work as a whole, it's this subtle restructuring that they managed to do so well time after time that makes them so in demand and makes their works so enduring. The duo's remix of Mortagua's Palace track, released on Timeless Moment back in January, is another example of this approach where the tempo is the same and they utilize a lot of the same melodic textures and elements, but it is the sequencing and the arranging of those ideas that is radically different and beautifully presented. The Inamo and Under Her remixes of Terra Mount both have their strengths. Inamo's is very sleek and polished, while Under Hers is more ragged and percussive and better suited for a setting like Burning Man, but neither quite have the muscle to stack up to Nick and Nicholas's treatment of the track. Looking ahead, if this remix of Terra Mount clicks with you, then I highly recommend checking out Warren and Rada's remix of a track called Borealis from Hicky and Kalo, which drops next week in a package that also includes a remix from Hernan Cattaneo and collaborator Sound Exile. I've included the Beatport link in the description so you can give both of those a spin, as the Borealis Remix EP is shaping up to be one of next week's not-to-be-missed progressive house releases. In terms of gigs, Nick Warren will be bringing the Soundgarden to Austin, Texas at the Concourse Project on October 2nd, along with Beiruz, Cora, and Davi, whose remix of Ghost Note also features in this release for trueColors, and it's worth checking. I've added a link in the description if you're interested in getting tickets. Now, Nick Warren and Nicolas Rada have been collaborating since 2018 when they remixed Ilky Klein's 8-Bit era for the Days Like Nights label. My question to you is, what is your favorite remix from this duo over the past 4 years, and how do you think the new remix of Terra Mount stacks up? Let me know in the comments. I'm Josh with We Are Machine, and I'll be back soon with more Spotlight tracks, so be sure to subscribe. Thanks, guys.